The Cassian Andor series remains one of the most mysterious Disney Plus projects, despite being slated to debut before the end of this year. Rumors have suggested that the show could release its first episodes as early as August, and that we will be receiving our first official trailer during Star Wars Celebration in late May. And it has also been rumored recently that the series will begin filming its second season later on this year. Now, the most interesting news as of late pertains to the total number of seasons that we can expect to see for this show. Oftentimes, what I notice with many new shows is that we often don't have a clue how many seasons there are going to be, and it sometimes seems like the showrunners aren't exactly sure either, as Disney or whatever company is making the show wants to see how fans react to the initial first season or two, and that's fair. But by all indications, that does not appear to be the case for Andor. According to reports, the series was initially planned to run for 5 total seasons and has now been downsized to just 3. Now, a lot of people seem to be just taking this as fact, and it probably is, to be fair, but I think it's worth mentioning that the apparent cutting of the last 2 seasons is based on an inference that a photographer with Lucasfilm was talking about Andor when he referred to a show that he was filming. Basically, and I'm paraphrasing of course, he said he's working on a series that was originally going to be 5 seasons and has now been downsized to 3. And based on the context of the interview, it's believed that he was talking about Andor. So if we do assume that's true, which I am, and we go on the assumption that Andor is going to run for 3 seasons, the great part about this to me, no matter how many seasons we actually get here, is that Lucasfilm clearly has a plan. They seem to know exactly where they want to go with this series. Yes, they downsized from 5 to 3 reportedly, but that's not really a big deal for a show that hasn't even released its first season yet. From what we can tell right now, they're not waiting to see how people like the show. They're like, here's season 1, let's get on with season 2 before people even see season 1, and then we'll have another season after that, and boom, no negotiations, this is how the story's gonna start, and this is where it's gonna end. Now, of course, like I said, they may make adjustments as they go on, and that's completely normal. They appear to have made an adjustment here, changing from 5 to 3 seasons, but there's clearly a plan and an end game, and I think that's great. That's very encouraging to know as we go into this show. Like, there's clearly an agenda. They have a story that they want to tell and they want us to know, and they're going to do that. But those are my thoughts. I just had some time and I thought the growing buzz around Andor was definitely worth acknowledging, because I really do think this show is going to be awesome. It's going to surprise a lot of people. But that's it for me right now, so let me know what your guys' thoughts and hopes are for this series, and if you like these little quick updates from me, then remember to drop a like to show your support, comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel for future Star Wars content, and until next time, may the Force be with you, always.